From the world-famous TJ Ribs right here at Acadian I-10, this is the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. We got too many big guys in the house, too many football coaches in the house that look like it could still play football.
Oh, yeah, I think a couple of them still can do something for a minute.
and they're intimidating. Look at Willie Totten looking at us right now, looking like down on a DB right now.
Yeah,
looking
he probably can throw the ball 30
he
yards
can
right
throw a
now.
60-yarder on the dime.
Yeah,
no
on the
problem with that.
On the dime, on the ground.
That's it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Recruiting Bash from Southern University. Tonight, you will find out the 29 players we have signed here at Southern University for football. How about that? 29.
That's a lot of guys.
Give it up to the coaching staff. And, Coach, you know this, with the ever-changing NIL and transfer rules, recruiting is hard. I'd rather be a pro coach and you get about 4 or 5 weeks off, to where a college coach very seldom gets off because he's constantly on the phone, constantly recruiting players to come in and stay at Southern University.
Yeah, right now the landscape for recruiting in college sports have changed. It's not the same as it was 5 years ago, and certainly not the same as it was 10 years ago. It's a lot going to recruiting athletes. First of all, you have to make sure you retain all your guys that you have currently.
That's right.
Right. The portal is live and it's for real, and you have to understand that. And then the second thing is identifying student athletes that can help you right now. And so you have to work very hard, and you have to use the portal and some things that we attract our students to our level, right? And you might have to reach down a little bit at a Division II school or whatever the case may be. They figure that out. And then the third thing is identifying, I think it's a lost art, still identifying. I think all coaching staff have done a great job of this. 4-year players, high school players that can come in and possibly help you now, but definitely help you for the future.
Right.
And I think that's very key. And I think also it's key that parents understand that, coming out of high school at 17, 18 years old, and you're competing against young men that's 22 and 23 is just a difference, right? And they have to allow the coaches to coach their student athletes, get them bigger, better, and stronger and mature, so they can go out there and really play and protect themselves while they're playing as well.
No question about that. So I asked Coach Pete Richardson one time, we were on the road going to a football game with the new NIL and transfer portal. Would you come back to coach? Before I could finish the sentence, he said no. No.
Well,
how about you? Basketball. Would you come back for NIL transfer?
I don't think my coaching style allowed me to coach these kids these days. The parents will be calling the AD in the heartbeat, right? And so, no, you have to be a special maker. I think one thing is, though, and I tell the coaches all the time, still fundamental principles that we're not going to bag off pushing the student athlete to be the very best they can be. And if a parent think pushing a kid to be the very best they can be, that don't allow us the opportunity to get better or to win games, then Southern might not be the spot for them, right? And then we're going to push them to be the very best they can be in the classroom. They got to go to class, and they have to conduct themselves well. Now, we understand that they are still kids and going to make some mistakes, and we're going to stand by them. But for the most part, we want to make sure that we're doing the fundamental things to take care of our student athletes.
No question about that. Speaking of student athletes, got some team updates. How about bowling back-to-back SWAC champions? They closed the SWAC regular season coming up this weekend, February 7th through 9th in Mississippi. Chance to go for three-peat, Coach, in the regular season.
Going for a three-peat. Certainly we right there. I think right now we're standing in second place going into the final weekend, in which we're very confident about the spot that we're in, that we have a chance to come back and compete for the championship. And so I'm excited about it. This is a big weekend for us. I know Coach Dahl don't shy away from the competition. He put a lot of pressure on himself for his teams to perform well. And I think he got a great group of young ladies. And so, everybody needs to stay tuned. We're right over there in Mississippi for the tournament to close out to see if we can win a championship. And so I'm looking, I call it Sunday Madness when it all goes down. So I'm looking forward to driving over there for Sunday Madness.
No question about that. Basketball, women's basketball, Lady Jags, 7-2 in SWAC play. Their three-way tie for second with Jackson State and Alabama A&M. Speaks about big-time competitiveness for this conference. There's no question about that. They got 2 rough road games coming up. It's always tough to go to Huntsville and Montgomery, Alabama to play State and A&M.
Yeah, so the old cliche for basketball is that you want to go win one, but if you get a split, you're happy with that. Certainly both our teams want to go get both games, and we're preparing. I know that Coach Funches and his team feel like they let one slip away at home, and so certainly it's very important for them to stay in the race. If they can go get these two, they'll be right back in the mix for a championship to close out the season. And obviously, Coach Johnson and the men are well on their way. They're going, and that's a tough place to play. I tell everybody, don't psych yourself out. Being in this league and been around as a coach and everything a long time, when you go to places like Huntsville and you're playing Alabama A&M and you think, people don't get excited about going to that gym and watching them play or going to that place, it's hostile in there, and that was a tough environment to play in. When you go to UAPB, people don't think that's a place to go. The gym look funny, it look crazy. That's another tough place to play in. When you go to Mississippi Valley, everybody hanging off the rafters, hanging out throwing popcorn at you. That's another tough place to play in.
That was me, actually.
That was you? Oh, okay. And when you go up to Alcorn, they still playing in the gym, and it's dark in there, and it goes leaning to the side. That's another. So you have to be ready for everyone. And I tell those teams that when you look at it, you think they're not that good, you have to prepare for them like you're preparing for the Super Bowl, because those teams will beat you in their territory.
Yeah, no question about that. Next Thursday, big home game for the Lady Jags. They'll take on Texas Southern. We should have won that game at Texas Southern, but we lost it. We were up by 15 at that point. We lost that game. They're in first place. They're undefeated. So that's going to be a big home game. We need you to come out big time for that game. That's on a Thursday night, February 13th, next Thursday.
Yeah, we lost there by 2 points. In the end, we led most of the night and ended up losing in the last 2 minutes. And obviously, if they can go win these two games and Texas Southern come to us, that's going to be huge for the ladies. And so we need everybody to look out for that contest.
And then Saturday, we doubleheader starting at 2:30 with Prairie View A&M. That's going to be church night. As for the men, 9-0 on the season. 9-0 undefeated. How about that? And for the first time in an 18-game schedule for the SWAC, Southern goes 9-0 for the first time, undefeated in the first half. That's pretty unbelievable. 2 overtime throws, unbelievable. Alcorn was a big game. Jackson State was a big game. Big crowds, too, booing and the cheering
crowd.
and all that. Wasn't that awesome?
So, obviously, I think the crowd helped us win, right?
Yeah.
Those type of games, you feed off their energy, and obviously the games went down to the wire, and you're able to feed off that. And another thing is, you're talking about recruiting and the student athletes. I think we won those games the men shooting less than 33%, but their defense showed up. And so not often do you win around less than, 30, right at 30%. You want to shoot, high 36 or whatever the case may be, and you want to shoot that for threes. That might be pretty decent. But saying that the energy in the building helped them have the energy to come up with the stops that they're needed. And you need, if you're going to win a championship, you need to win some games when you're not playing well. And I think that Coach Johnson would say we didn't play our best, but we won the game.
That's right. And then so we got Prairie View with the men on that church night. That's on next Saturday, doubleheader. That's about 5 p.m. start time. Then on that Monday, we play Texas Southern inside F.G. Clark Activity Center. And if you want to make the Jaguar Nation look unbelievable, let's fill up that dome, because that Texas Southern game is going to be a battle probably for first place, and it will be on ESPNU.
Yeah, it's going to be live, national live television, and we want to pack the building. And obviously, it's going to be a lot of money on the line. You got Johnny Jones, old LSU coach, coming in town, and obviously they have had some success at Texas Southern. And so, we've been doing very good packing the building, but it needs to not be a seat left in the building on that night. That's going to be a late game at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock,
That's going to be an 8 o'clock game. Usually we've been playing Mondays at 6:30, but that's going to be at 8 o'clock for national television.
National TV, baby, look out. You got your suit ready for national TV?
I got my pom-poms ready.
Tennis is going to be at Lamar on that's the men's side on February 7th. February 13th, they'll be home against Nicholls State. Then also they go to University of ICU. That's going to be in Chicago. Women will be at McNeese on the 14th of February and Southeastern on the 20th. Softball season opener this weekend.
Yeah, I was able to go out. They left today, headed to the West Coast. The ladies are very excited and looking forward to them to get it started this weekend, and Coach Britt feel very good about her team, And, I mean, you could see the energy as they were getting on the bus headed to the airport. So
Right.
we're looking forward to see what take place.
And Coach Chris Crenshaw and all of them have been warming up for getting ready for next weekend start with baseball. And every time I'm going over the hunt and I see them practicing, I speed by there because I've seen a lot of cars. Rose is laughing. I've seen a lot of cars get hit. Some get close. Even going, in the outfield, because I know they hit those foul balls.
Right.
I'm speeding through that way to get around that curve.
Well, you're doing the right thing because I think we're hitting the ball pretty good right now.
I'm telling you. Red truck on the hump.
Yep.
Bam.
I think we're real excited. Crenshaw had his first pitch banquet on last Friday. It was a sellout. Want to thank you all for supporting that. It was awesome, and so we're excited about that. And I think that, once again, I said all the time, but these coaches do a great job. They're really good CEOs over their program, and we're excited because we think that we have the pitching that we need and that we'll make a run in baseball as well.
No question about that. And, of course, track and field is going to be there February 7th of the UAB Open SWAC Indoor Championships on the 22nd through 23rd of February in Birmingham, Alabama. Golf, both men and women, at the ASU Spring Invitational February 16th and 17th. And they'll be in New Orleans February 24th through 25th. Look out for that. Could have an opportunity to go and see them.
Yeah, it's amazing. I was talking to the golf guys before I left the office. In our short period of time since we have come back to the Bluff, we're ranked in the top 4 HBCUs.
Oh, wow.
You got to give that coaching staff a big hand.
Yep.
Number 4. We just came back last year, right?
Yeah, just getting started back.
Yeah. So they are doing a good job, and we're progressing well.
No question about that. All right, excited about football?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about football.
Y'all did a good job with the schedule. Schedule looks nice.
I appreciate it.
Nobody could say we have any cushion, no pushover games at home. We have 5 tough games.
Oh, yeah, we got 5 really tough games. But, it's hard to put that schedule together. I mean, you got to deal with the conference office. You got to see, sometimes they put a bye, in the second month of the season. It's hard to find a team during that time of year. We haven't got to the structure where the conference office say, okay, play your non-conference games in the first 4 weeks. It makes it much easier for us. But when you have some gaps you have to fill late in the season and you're thinking about your team, you have to be careful with what you're doing, right? Because at the end of the day, it's about winning and winning our division and winning the league, and then you can overschedule yourself and fool around late in the game, get into a competition of a game. All of them matter to win, but don't matter when it comes to the grand scheme of things of a championship. So you have to be careful. We communicate with Coach Graves quite a bit, and Coach K over there, football operations, they do that schedule and put together a pretty good schedule, and we're excited about it.
How hard is it not to do the money games? You want some money games, but at the same time, you want to be able to compete, like you said, and not get injured. I know Coach Pete did not like those money games. They started at Tulane when he was here because, like Grambling State, their second game of the year, they go to Ohio State. They play in the Horseshoe.
Well, I look at that, and I've been asked that question. So we look at what we're going to make at the end when we go play these teams. So we don't necessarily want to go, and spend all the money on the trip when we can't come back and help the student athletes because obviously just calling a spade, football have to do a little of that, and men and women basketball have to go get those game guarantees. And so you want to make sure you're protecting your team. You'd rather do it in week 1 or week 2. If you have to do it in week 3, you need to make sure you probably got a bye or something like that. But here's the truth about it. The NCAA business have changed. They're paying student athletes. A lot of things are going on. If we don't bring revenue in from our booster clubs and supporters, we got to go somewhere to find the money, right? Coach Graves them can't just go out there and recruit off nothing. I mean, we got to have something to offer a kid these days. We're trying to upgrade locker rooms and things like that. Where you gonna get it from? And if it's a shortfall, and you're not just talking about football, we're talking about all 18 sports. Yeah. So we have to find a place to go get some money from. And obviously, men and women basketball is a big pool of game guarantees. But there are sometimes if we don't have that dominant schedule that we think the fans going to come support at home, we got to go play a game guarantee. And, I'm not a big fan. I like to play, if I had my way, I love to play Hampton. I love to play Howard. Those games that Tennessee State that are draw. Those teams don't, they're not dying to play us, and they're not dying to do a home and home either, right? And so I said when I took the job that we need to have, I remember when we was only having 3 home games.
Right.
But we need to try to have at least 5 a year, right? And certainly we've been able to do that in the last 5 or 6 years, to have 5 for our fans and sometimes 6. And that's because since we've done it, you all been supporting it. And I'm able to show the numbers, and we're able to see it. And as long as that's happening, we're going to keep doing it, try to do it the way we're doing it. But there are times when we look at it and say, hey, we got to have this game guaranteed, because somebody might not like coming to Valley games, but you need to come. Because if you don't come and you don't come to Pine Bluff games, we're going to have to play a game guaranteed. What we don't want to do, but we're forced to do it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And so, and there are some games that we do want to play because we feel like we have a chance to go in there and beat those schools. And then when we start talking about recruiting, we can say we went in there and we were able to upset them, or we played well. And so that matters for the coaches as well.
No question about that. Well, speaking of the schedule, Coach Graves and I will talk about the 2025 schedule when we come back right after this. It's the Overtime Show with this guy, Athletic Director Roman Banks. I'm Chris Powers.
This guy, Chris
back
Powers.
from TJ Ribs, the world-famous TJ Ribs, right after this.
Let's go, Jaguars. The ball sign. Let's go.
Sports TV. Back in a moment.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
I need to try it first.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. Now take charge of your phone upgrades with our best Go 5G plans and be upgrade ready as early as every year with Go 5G Next at T-Mobile.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Hi, I'm Congressman Troy Carter, and I proudly represent Louisiana's 2nd Congressional District. I support the S Club and everything Southern University. Go Jaguars!
All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics right here from the world-famous TJ Ribs. The Shrimptastic for only $19.95. Got Coach Terrence Graves in the house. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing well, Chris. How you doing?
Well, man, how about this? How about your coaching staff? 29 players that you signed. We're going to talk about them, break them down offense and defense and what have you. What are your thoughts of your coaching staff getting this 29 players coming in?
Coach staff did a tremendous job. We identified the people that we needed and what positions. Those guys went out and got those guys that we needed. Coach Banks did a great job of giving us the opportunity to go out and recruit those guys, gave us the means to go out and get those guys. And assistant coaches did a great job. I told them, I'm the head coach, but those guys are the ones that do all the grinding and do the hard work. So kudos and hats off to them because they do the leg work.
Yep. Unbelievable. All right, let's talk about the 2025 schedule. The SWAC MEAC Challenge got up August 23rd, week 0 as they call it. It's going to be in Atlanta at Center Park Stadium, North Carolina Central University.
Yeah, it's a great game. We've been waiting to get there for a while, and, we talking about we're going to start the season in Atlanta and end the season in Atlanta.
Oh, yes. Give it up.
That's what
Celebration Bowl.
That's what we're looking forward to, that opportunity.
Yeah, no question about that. Week 2, we haven't been in this place since 2015. I think it's named after somebody in this room. The stadium is. You know who it is? Todd Rice Stadium, baby. The field that is. We go to Mississippi Valley State for the first time since 2015.
Yeah, that's going to be.
And you were there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for about 4.5 years, and but I'm back. So it'll be good to go. It'll be good to go back and see Rice Todd Stadium. But the goal is to go win. So it's not just going to be nostalgic. We're going up there to win the football game.
No question about that. And when we come back in Week 3 for September the 6th, not only it's Coach Pete Richardson Classic. You see him sitting right here. The Hall of Fame head coach got a new Hall of Fame jacket again. How many jackets Hall of Fame that guy's got, huh?
He's got at least 5.
Unbelievable. We're going to have a new football field at A.W. Mumford Stadium. How about that? New surface.
That's right. Great new field. Hats off to you all for making that happen. Much needed. It's a great upgrade in addition to our football program and athletic department as a whole.
And the Pete Richardson Classic will not be a pushover. It's going to be Alabama State and the Hornets coming in. The game will not count to the conference, but it's going to be a tough game. Alabama State really gave Jackson State fits this year, so it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I mean, you want to play quality opponents, and it's good to have Alabama State back on the schedule. We're definitely going to be excited playing back at home for the first time, playing in the Coach Richardson Classic. So there's an added incentive for most of us on the coaching staff because we either played for him or, coach with him. So, it's always an added incentive to come and do well in the Coach Richardson Classic.
So speaking of Coach Pete Richardson, I was talking to him just a moment ago while he was enjoying his food, and I said, Coach, in Week 4, September 13th, we're going to a place we've never been before, Fresno State. And he goes, where are we going? Fresno State. I said, that's not Nattis, Coach. That's in California.
Hey, the schedule's the schedule.
Yeah.
So we're going out. The goal is the same. We're going out there to win.
The first SWAC game of the year that will count. We need all Southern University Jaguar Nation there. Southern University will host Jackson State and the Tigers on September 27th. That's a Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a great environment and atmosphere for us. We need Lottie Dottie and everybody to show up, to be loud, to be ready. I mean, shake the buses as they're coming across the hump. We need all the Jaguar Nation to come up big for that ball game and all ball games, but particularly that one.
Denise is writing it down. She likes to do T-shirt themes. She's writing it down with that one right there. That was pretty good. How about Bethune-Cookman University, October the 11th? So we'll have a bye week after Jackson State.
Right.
And then Bethune-Cookman, that's set right now to play at Daytona.
Yeah,
Daytona
correct,
Beach. And we haven't been to Daytona, for a long time.
Yeah.
I know since they've been in. One of the schedules has that we played in Daytona in 05, 06 or something like that, but it wasn't. It was actually at Jacksonville, just like we did 2 years ago.
And I want to say it was 08.
Yeah.
I think it was 08 in Jacksonville.
This could be the first time we go to Daytona Beach.
Yeah, I've been there. It's hot, but it's a good atmosphere. They redid the stadium. I think the reason why it's going back to Daytona because usually that game when we have to go there, it's usually bike week.
Right.
But I think bike week is the week before, so that's why they're able to play it in Daytona Beach.
All right, so get ready for homecoming, Columbia Blue Day on October 18th. That's a Saturday. The Panthers of Prairie View A&M coming into town for a big homecoming game.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be fired up. They feel like they gave a game away last year at their place, and they got a new head coach, and he's fired up and he's excited, and he's made a statement of what he wants to do this year, and so game's got to be played. So it's homecoming, so they better put the big board pads on because we're gonna be there. 2
long game after that. I mean, we're used to long games, and we went to Alabama A&M and went also to Tallahassee back-to-back this 2024 year. Kind of almost be that same way, not quite to the same coming up. We got Florida A&M October 25th. FAMU, that'll be a conference game as well. Then we go on the road for those 2 big games, UAPB and Pine Bluff, Arkansas, November the 1st, and Alcorn State on November the 8th. Yeah, those road games are always, they're always tough because of the atmosphere, and those people are fired up, and they're excited. Anytime they get to play Southern University at their home places, those folks are going to be fired up. So it's going to be fun. And then, of course, Texas Southern, November 15th. Nice not to make the Houston trip. They come back to us this year, too, and then next year we'll go back and do the double take in Houston. And then November 29th, that game, I forgot what it is. Bayou Classic, 52nd Bayou Classic. Yeah. You and I have been doing Bayou Classics forever. I think it'll be my 23rd, 24th Bayou Classic. Yeah, and this is my 27th, I think. Yeah, I watched Moses when he first started at back in the years I've been there. So same with you.
Part of the Red Sea.
That's it, part of the Red Sea and the
Gotcha.
Superdome.
Gotcha.
But it ought to be it's going to be fun again, and December the 6th, a Saturday, is the SWAC championship game. Hopefully it's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
A.W. Mumford.
There you go.
We're going to speak it.
There it is. Be the first time ever. I like that. As long as you said that and I didn't, so I don't get blamed. Chris jinxes. He put the gritty on us, as we say here in Louisiana. All right, Coach, we're going to be talking to your coaches coming up soon, talking about every position player we got. We thank that a lot. And she touched me. Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery, touched me. So if I win the lottery, I'm going to set you up with new locker rooms, get you wherever you want to go. I'll get you a private plane when I win the lottery.
And then when we get off the air, I'm going to give you my account number for a little direct deposit.
There you go. We'll be back with Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery, when we come back, as we're the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
We're connected to the collection.
Hello, this is Pro Football Hall of Fame Aeneas Williams, and I'm so excited to talk to the Jaguar family, a.k.a. the Southern University. You see it behind me representing. But I got something to say, just like Harold Carmichael and Mel Blount, my fellow Hall of Famers. What we got to say, it's time. We got the S Club. And the S Club, all of us can be a part of that club. And that is how you contribute, where these dollars go specifically and directly, intentionally into our football program. It's time to take our football program and support these young men. We're talking about All-Americans. We're talking about future stars, not only in the NFL, but also off the field. And you get a chance, whatever small or big your amount is, don't think about it like that. Think about your donation as what we call tributaries. Small bodies of water that all dump into a big lake. We're getting ready to change the game. We win divisions. We dominate. SWAC. Let's go. Why y'all so quiet? Let's go.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Right here, we are at TJ Ribs on Acadia at I-10. We've got some very special guests in the house. Iberian St. Mary chapter of the Jaguar Nation is in the house. There's a Chris Jones. He lives in New Iberia. Can you believe that? No, Chris Jones, Chris Powers. His name is Chris Powers.
I hope he didn't get
arrested.
arrested.
He is the real Chris Powers. No, he called me and asked for copyright infringement. So, hey, by the way, people are asking about football season ticket applications. They are available right now. So they're open right now. If you want to go to gojagsports.com, that's football season ticket applications. Also, by the way, being covered here tonight, Brendan Fairbairn is here with us from Go Nation. Also, Bree from Channel 2 WBRZ is in the house. They give good coverage from Southern University. Give it up for Channel 2 and Channel 33. Give it up for them. They're doing a good job for us here. And give it up for here. She's touched me. I'm going to win the lottery on Wednesday,
I think
Saturday.
you need to stop saying I touched you.
Oh, yeah, I get it now. Well, Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery, and you were just telling me update on your son. Where is he at?
Hampton is with Carrick Jackson at Mizzou.
Wow.
He's graduate assistant to the baseball
Former
coach. Yeah.
center fielder for Southern University.
Yeah, enjoying it. And I think we will be at Vero Beach at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex.
Oh, wow.
Southern and Mizzou on February 23rd, 8 o'clock in the morning.
That is awesome. Congratulations on that. Well, Louisiana Lottery, another big proud sponsor of Southern University for how many years now?
I can't remember. I'm only
It's been
12.
that long.
It's been a very long time.
And why is it so important to sponsor Southern University?
Oh, well, I mean, near and dear to my heart, I'm not a Southern graduate, but I'm certainly a child of 2 Southern graduates and a mom of 1. Important part of our community, important part of our state, and gives us an opportunity to connect with our customers on a regular basis as a sponsor of all of the sports.
And obviously, Louisiana Lottery just growing and growing and growing. Tell us new things that are going on at Louisiana Lottery.
Well, first we just had our second best year ever, over $640 million. We are approaching $5 billion that we have contributed to the state for K-12 education.
I was about to say, goes back to the community in education.
Yes, but we're having a good time. We've got some great promotions coming up. If you follow us on Facebook, you have a chance to select, determine the score for a Pelicans game.
Oh, wow.
And win a great prize pack and go on the court for the ball presentation, get $200 concession credit. It's a really fun, exciting promotion that we're doing. We're doing 2 of those in the month of February.
Awesome deal.
So you can go see the Warriors, see the Pels play the Warriors, or one of those games.
It'll be good. Hopefully we can win that game. A trade deadline, I think, is coming up in a few hours, actually. 20 hours, I think it was last time I checked. So could be exciting things coming for the Pelicans. Exciting things also, scratch-off, Mom. Every time I go somewhere, I got to get scratch-offs for Mom. Y'all have a great wide variety of scratch-off tickets.
We at any one time, we probably got 30-plus games on the market. It's one of my favorite things to do. I can't play here, but, of course, when I travel, when I go to Vero Beach, I'll be buying some Florida scratch-off
getting all
tickets.
the shavings all over
That's
your
right.
pants
That's
and all
right.
that as you're
That's
doing
right.
that stuff. Unbelievable. And just also, too, the lottery picks also big for Wednesday and Wednesday and Saturday, I know.
Wednesday, we've got, now we're almost every day of the week. Because we've got Mega Millions, so we've got our Mega Millions and our Powerball drawings. Plus, we've got all of our other portfolio of games, so we've got drawings every day.
Every day now.
Every day.
That is unbelievable.
Yes.
And like I said, big sponsors, corporate sponsors like you do. I know Coach Banks, Athletic Director Banks, is excited about that. Denise, very excited about that, how you sponsor Southern University, and we can't thank you enough.
My pleasure.
Unbelievable. Rose Hudson, president of the Louisiana Lottery. I'm about to say of Southern University. I'm about to give you a new title.
No.
You wouldn't take that, huh?
No. Let me stay where
I am.
I am.
A lot of pressure involved. No
Thank you
question
so
with that.
much.
Thank you. Rose Hudson, ladies and gentlemen, proud sponsor for a long time at Southern University. When we come back, we're breaking the new recruits on offense back as we bring Coach Mark Frederick right here on the booth. We'll talk about the selection they've got. They have 13 offensive guys coming up next as we talk here, the Athletic Director Overtime Show right here, TJ Ribbs. I'm Chris Powers. Back in a moment on Pelican Sports TV.
Mardi Gras isn't just about parades, it's also about tradition. Celebrate the season with the Mardi Gras scratch-offs from the lottery. Play trinkets and cash, win up to $5,000. Are you ready to let the good times roll? Play floats and totes. Top prize, $10,000. Catch one of these Mardi Gras scratch-offs from the lottery.
You've got a lot on your to-do list, but none of it happens without your health.
My blood pressure feels high right now, and I'm exhausted.
The story of your health lives in the story of your life. At Our Lady of the Lake Health, we believe healing you means hearing you.
I need to tell my doctor about this headache.
So no matter where you are, no matter what's on your mind, we're ready to listen. The doctor will hear you now.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we continue to, of course, talk Southern University athletics here at TJ Ribbs, world-famous TJ Ribbs, baby back ribs. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. LaShonda Sturgis' birthday is today from Southern University, writing all the checks out. Thank you for that, Coach. LaShonda Sturgis, speaking of Coach, Mark Frederick is in the house. How you doing, Coach?
How you doing?
Man, how you doing? Man, we got 13 signees for offense.
Yes, sir.
Definitely so. Let's take a look at them right now. We begin with a running back, Marion Asbury. Marion Asbury is going to be here. He is a running back from Southern Lab. He's 6 foot, 215 pounds. His 2024 stats, 130 carries, 1,276 yards, 11 touchdowns. career stats, 308 carries for 3,102 yards. He has 29 touchdowns, two-time Louisiana State, the All-State selection, two-time first-team All-District, the District 9 1A Offensive Player of the Year, the 2024 District 9 1A Most Valuable Player, also the 1A Championship Most Valuable Player. So we're very good running back. It's always great to have a good running back with good vision hitting those gaps.
Definitely. Big-time pickup right there in our backyard. He's going to come across the street and do great things for us.
And you can see playing at Southern University right there at A.W. Mumford Stadium, so he's already getting used to playing on that turf.
Already used to it, baby.
And, Coach, that's something. Could this guy be a starter right on or could be in the rotation pretty quickly on?
We play freshmen.
Yep.
You come to Southern University, you get an opportunity to play right away.
No question about that. And, of course, very good speed. And, like I said, he's got good out of the backfield and catching the football, too.
He's bigger than he look on film. He's about 215, 220 pounds. He's going to add a much-needed dimension to our offense.
At offensive tackle, and this is big when you get a good offensive line. You can't have a good running back without offensive tackle. Xavier Worrell is coming. He is from Tyler Junior College, 6'7", 315 pounds, preseason All-American in 2024. He started as a true freshman, and he had 2 sacks allowed only in 2 seasons.
Yes.
2 sacks in 2 seasons, Coach.
Yes.
Pretty impressive.
I rarely see Coach Nivens look up to anybody, and he brought in some big guys up front. If you want to win, it starts up front, so we address that need.
And this guy had 12 pancakes. He's long, rangy, athletic, and that's somebody you definitely need at the offensive tackle, whether it's the left tackle or the right tackle, depending on where you're going to line him up at.
Definitely. He's got to keep the quarterback upright and open up some holes for them running backs.
No question about that. Look at him right here. He's on the right side of the line. Look at that. He's still going. He's still going through his tackle right there, his block rather. Still doing a magnificent job. Look at him right here again. The defensive end was trying to get to him, could not do it. That's a touchdown because of his tackle. He brings the guy to the ground. That's a pancake right there. Xavier Worrell, offensive tackle, is going to be a big one. How about another offensive tackle? Malachi Bingham is going to be here at Southern University. He is an offensive tackle from Presbyterian College, 6'7", 315 pounds. Started 14 games. How about 30 pancakes? No sacks allowed, Coach.
Definitely.
Pretty impressive.
Definitely. Coach Nivens did a great job identifying some talent on the edges, man, to help protect the quarterback.
And he was William Refrigerator Perry. Had a touchdown, on the goal line.
Yep.
He was the junior college first-team all-academic team. Very happy. When you get a smart guy who wears glasses like I did, see how smart we are? We wear glasses like that. That already makes you smart right there. But this guy's on the all-academic team. Helped produce top rushing offense in the conference.
Definitely, yep.
Physical up front, good with his feet. He's got quick feet. He is going to be a great contributor right off the bat. All right, so Malachi Bingham coming to Southern University. Another guy coming. It's another offensive lineman. That's Mikael Trotter is coming right here. And, Coach, when you look at this guy, another big offensive lineman. Boy, you are racking up offensive lineman. He is Mississippi Gulf Coast Junior College, 6'2", another 305-pounder, Region 3 5A, first team JUCO Player of the Week, first team All MACCC, averaged over 200 yards rushing per game. This guy is unbelievable. It's going to be a great job with him, so look out for that guy right there.
The good thing about him, just like the other two, they're already in school, so that's a huge plus. They get to go through spring ball. They get acclimated early, learn their offense, and come in and help us right away.
All right, so we talked about the big offensive lineman. We got a running back, and that's going to be a big right there when we get that in. Now we go to the wide receiver, Malachi Jackson. We need a good wide receiver from Navarro College. He's 6'2". 6'2". We'd like to have big wide receivers, rangy wide receivers, big-time playmaker, too. Honorable mention on the All-SWJCFC. He's 2-time All-Region and All-State, 5 AA Player of the Year, 6'2" guy, rangy, is going to be fast.
Coach Burrell has some ties with this guy, previous relationships, so relationships matter. You hear Coach Graves say that all the time. He did a great job, man. You had some teams after this guy, and I think we got a steal with him. And he's already in school as well.
That's cool. When you get them, Coach, what is the advantage? Obviously, they get to go through spring drills. What's a big advantage for them to be early enrollees?
It's huge. It's huge. They get to learn the offense. They get a jump start before fall camp comes. So we looking for big things out of him. That's a big-time pickup for us.
All right, that's 6'2" on the outside slot. Look at him catch that, go up. That's the kind you need. If you have a good tight end, you need a good wide receiver at 6'2" that can jump up, good leaping abilities, can make the touchdown. There he brings the 1 foot in, gets the touchdown right there. That's pretty good. Malachi Jackson is going to be big. How about quarterback position? Jamari Jones at quarterback coming in. He is from East Mississippi Junior College and transferred from Mississippi Valley State, 6'3", 205-pounder, first team All-Region, second team at Mississippi 6A football, JUCO preseason All-American, JUCO All-American, ESPN Top 50, and number 1 ranked JUCO quarterback in the nation, Coach.
Yes, big-time pickup. Coach Totten did an excellent job identifying this guy. We got him on campus. He liked what he saw. I expect big things from him.
He was the preseason SWAC Newcomer of the Year and the 2-time SWAC Newcomer of the Week.
Yes, we had to add some depth to that room. We lost a couple of guys, and then so we had to replace a couple of guys. I think we did a good job so far.
What is your policy on that as we see him right here running the football for the touchdown? Look, he puts his head down.
He's already in school. He'll get a chance to compete this spring with Jalen Woods and some other guys in that quarterback room.
And Jamari Jones going to be big, no question about that. Another offensive lineman. Clifton Webb is coming to Southern University. Congratulations, Clifton Webb, on that. We can hear some people in the backgrounds on that. So we look forward to that with him. And, Coach, with him, he is from Zachary High School, 6'3", another 300-pounder, state champion, All-Metro in 2024, first team All-District in 24, team captain in 24, second team All-District in 23, over 30 pancakes in his career, helped offense rush for over 300 yards 2 times, over 200 yards 4 times. He's allowed only 1 sack in 2024.
Yes.
So he's already ready to go.
Yes. From right down the road in Zachary, solid program, solid player. We look for great things out of him early on. I think he's one of the guys that can come in and contribute early. So Coach Nivens identified him, and, man, we did a good job of recruiting him, the offensive staff, and we got him in the boat.
No sacks given up in 23, so he allowed only 1 sack in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. That is impressive big time. All right, let's keep on going right here. We've got Michael Washington, offensive line guy, coming in as well. Michael Washington, talk about this guy, Coach. He is offensive lineman from Iowa Central, another 300-pounder. Started 10 games last season, over 20 pancakes, first-team All-Conference, preseason All-American, two-time academic All-Conference, another smart guy, big guy coming out of that offensive line.
Another transfer guy who we're looking for great things out of. The guy has over a 70-inch wingspan, so he can reach out and touch some people.
Yes.
He's a mauler up front. I think he's just going to add some depth and help us much needed up front.
No question about that. And that is big, again, having a great offensive line. And, Coach, just Michael Washington coming in, he's ready to play. And I'm so impressed how big these guys are. Not only, how tall they are, but also how big they are. 300-pound, got potatoes in the sack, like the coach said.
You got to be able to move people. You got to have rocks in your pants.
Another offensive lineman. Let's go to Lestate Williams, offensive lineman coming in. He's Collins High School, 6'3", 305-pound. All-region first team, over 20 pancakes. Allowed, again, only 1 sack in 23, 1 sack in 24. That's 2 sacks only in 2 seasons. Very aggressive up front.
Definitely. Coach Nivens like this guy. I think we're going to play him inside at center and guard. Very aggressive, explosive guy. Looking for great things out of him as well. He also played on the defensive side of the ball, so he got some nasty in him.
Yeah, you definitely want a guy that can play both sides of the ball, and that means he's very athletic, and that's going to be huge for him to come in here and play some good football and be able to make an impact immediately. And there you see him right there. Look how big this guy is, number 58, just a huge guy. Look at him lining up right there. The guard spot is on the left side of the line. And then look at the guy, pancake right there. Bam, he's gone. He's done for the day.
Yeah,
also coming in, wide receiver, Zacchaeus Malvo, coming in from Opelousas, Louisiana, 5'11", 165 pounds, 2-time first-team All-District, 2-time All-Parish, 2023 state champion, state MVP, by the way, All-State shortstop, 3.5 GPA. Another smart guy, 2-time offensive MVP, team MVP, and top track performer. You want those 5'11" guys to be able to run big time like Darren Sproles and what have you, can be return kickoffs, return punts, and be a big factor in the wide receiver on the outside, and not be afraid to go on the inside and go on a slant.
Definitely. Very athletic guy. He plays some quarterback. Former receiver, but they had to move him to quarterback. He helped his team state champion. He's a winner, so he brings an added dimension to the offense. I think Coach Burrell identified that. He did a great job, made a good relationship with him, and he chose us over some other guys.
Wow, very impressive. Another offensive lineman coming in. Maurice Evans comes in. He's East Central Junior College, 6'5", 300-pounder. Maurice Evans is coming in. He started every game for the South Division champs, won the MAC South State Championship, first-team All-State. Also the Mississippi JUCO All-American, helped block for the #1 passing attack, #2 rushing attack in JUCO, and helped East Central make it to the Mississippi State Championship game.
Definitely. Very aggressive guy, long, another edge guy, a tackle, can play all 5. We kid out of Callaway, Mississippi, Callaway High School in Jackson, Mississippi. Went to East Central Community College and helped them guys have a great season last year. So we're looking for great things out of him.
Another offensive line coming in. We've got right here Jarvis Brookshire, University Lab right here. And Baton Rouge, 6'2", 300-pound, 2-time All-District, 0 sacks allowed in 24. Year starter, over 40 games he's played, averaged 6 pancakes a game, state champion and team captain.
Definitely. Big-time pickup out of University Lab over by LSU. Very aggressive, very savvy guy. Probably going to play some center and guard. Very explosive, smart kid as well. So.
Cool deal.
And then a good job with that.
Then we got a quarterback coming from Bucky High School. Dylan Compton is going to be coming here to Baton Rouge, All-State MVP, first-team All-State District MVP, first-team All-District, All-Parish MVP, All-Parish first-team Central Louisiana, first-team broke the school single-season passing yards, broke the single-season touchdown record, all-time passing and touchdown leader in school history, Gridiron Player of the Year finalist, and 3 times Under the Lights Player of the Game. This guy is unbelievable. Here he is deep in his own territory. And what is he going to do? He's going to throw the ball. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. That is a nice dime down right there for the touchdown on the outside receiver slot. That's a big-time touchdown right there. Here he is again right here. There he is. Cone shape. Takes he's back to pass, and he looks. So he's a good passer over the middle. A lot of college players do not like to pass over the middle. They like to pass for the outside. Here he is again right here. He's back to pass. Now he's going to run it. And there he is running the football. So, he's not scared to do either one.
No, do a threat quarterback. I think Coach Totten did another good job, him and Coach Graves on this one. So, hats off to them. I think it's a steal of the signing class.
So, a lot of offensive linemen in this class. You're happy with your 13 players?
Very happy. We still working. We'll bring some more in.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're talking defense with Coach Henry Miller, and we'll be back after this timeout on Pelican Sports TV.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouget today.
We're connected to the collection.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Recruiting Bash 2025. Got Coach Henry Miller in the house. How you doing, Coach?
How you doing?
Doing good, my man. I like I said, your stats unbelievable. Top 10, top 5, defenses since you've been here at Southern. We're very happy with that. 16 players you've signed on the defensive side. Your thoughts on your defensive signings?
Well needed. We believe that strength is in numbers.
and we have to continue to get those guys that will continue to get us to be successful.
No question about it. Let's get right into it. We start with the defensive end. Kai Brown is coming in. He's from Trinity Valley Community College, 6'3", 250 pounds. Graduated from TVCC in 3 semesters, started as a true freshman, 28 tackles, 2 sacks. Most improved freshman, finished with 15 tackles for losses, Brother Martin High School, and also was the Senior of the Year captain and the championship game. Graduated from Brother Martin with a Journalism Award.
Yes, sir. A great guy. And we're looking for that on the other defensive end, to come on side of Givens. And I think that he does that. He come off the end, he physical, he big, and that's what we're looking for. He's explosive.
Yep. Defensive ends have been so big for Southern University. You as the defensive coordinator, and over a number of years, we've had some very good defensive ends that we definitely need. This guy doesn't stay just at the line. He can go anywhere that he's gone. So he's got good speed. You need good speed to do that. There's a running back going on the outside. He catches them from behind. Kai Brown, I like that big time. All right, also going on. How about long snapper, Millsaps College? It's Connor Perrette. And this is big because we just had an all-SWAC long snapper that just left in Blackwell. He comes from Millsaps College, started the long snapper as a freshman with a 3.0 grade. He is Pi Kappa and also all-district center for Franklin Parish High School, 3-time all-district pitcher in baseball, state appearances in golf, tennis, honor roll. You got a hell of an athlete right here.
Yes, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead on and speak for Coach Todd. That was his signing. He did a great job finding him, identifying him, and bringing him to Southern University.
Yeah, definitely special teams is big, no question about that, and we definitely going to need him for sure in this, and he's very good on all sides, and that's going to be very good for us right there. All right, let's go on now. Going to Caden Jones, a cornerback that's coming in here, and Coach, what are your thoughts on him?
I'll tell you what, a young talent. We're very experienced in the secondary. It's time for us to bring some young talent in, and he give us opportunity to bring that type of young talent in, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some reps.
Very early on.
Yes, sir.
Right, I like that big time. Definitely need a. There he is on the ruts right there on the blitz. That's very good, and getting it right there. So coming in, it's going to be big for him at that quarterback spot, and good to have the DBs. There he is right there, as you can see him lined out. He's on the 5-yard line, gives a little bump, and there it is, knocking the interception. Got the interception right there, and it was one-on-one coverage, Coach.
Yes, sir. Young talent, long, about 6 foot. Long arms, about 175, good size, so a great player.
No question about that. Here he is again right here, going out back, and there's another interception on a short pass right there. Takes the interception. So, Coach, it seems like he knows where the football is at all times. Caden Jones.
Smart kid.
Yep. All right, another big defensive tackle. The big uglies down low, Darren Scott is going to be coming here to Southern University. That's going to be big for Darren Scott coming here as well. Tell us about him.
I'll tell you what, big guy, about 6'3". I'm 300 pounds, 310 pounds. Of course, we lost a lot of defensive tackles, so that was the main pickup. This year, we starting to build from inside out. So defensive tackles where we lost, so we focus on signing big guys in there.
Yeah, plug up those holes, plug up the gaps. That's what you got to do. That helps you to stop the run right there.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be huge, as you can see him right here. There he is right there, plugging up that line, big guy. And it's going to be a big factor. There he is again, singled out. And there you can see right here, moving around, making the tackles, doing a good job, and that's going to be huge for him to be coming right here to Southern University.
Yes, sir, a big guy that can move.
I like that. And so, I mean, you're coming right here, and defensive tackles, you got a few out here you've got. Wow, about like 6, 7 of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had to rebuild.
That's right. Cody Morris coming in at the free safety spot. Cody Morris coming in. We're going to be looking for him and big things coming up for Southern University. Tell us about him.
Cody comes from a state champion. Matter of fact, 2-time state champion at Nicar. So he used to playing in high talented games. He's a winner. He's another young talent that we can bring in because we're very experienced in the secondary. So it's time for us to get some young talent so we can grow up.
For 7 turnovers, 4 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, over 30 tackles, and state champion in 2024.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome deals. You can see he's great, rangy cornerback, or free safety rather, and that's going to be something when you get the guy that can do the blitz, and also, I mean, I know you like the blitz, so it's free safety and the safety blitz.
Yes, sir. Definitely. He's physical. He's smart. another kid that's smart.
Mm-hmm. And that is huge right there when your football team and helps elevate your defense big time. There he is in the Superdome right here for the championship game for Edna Carr. Edna Carr has produced so many great talent. No question about that. Another championship for them. How about Xavier Franks, another free safety coming in here? Your thoughts on Xavier Franks?
Transfer kid in from Southern Miss. Xavier Frank is long, athletic, physical. He actually played corner. And I'm going to play him as a corner. He's definitely what I'm looking for at the corner. He's that talent, athletic, long, play wide receiver, so you understand the pass routes. So I think that's a big pickup, especially what I like to do with my corners.
Yep, 3-star recruit, 2023 first-team All-State, 6'8", offensive MVP in 2020 as well. And the 2021, he was the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star.
Yes, sir.
So he's a guy that could definitely get going with that. So that is a big pickup for Franks right here, Xavier Franks. Another defensive tackle coming in. How about Jonathan Ford? Coach, tell us about Jonathan Ford.
John is a local kid right there. I'm from Opelousas. About 6'1", about 300 pounds, another high school kid. Of course, we got to continue to recruit high school kids. Transfer portal and junior college is big, but we can't lose sight that high school kids are important to us.
Yep, Opelousas, Louisiana, he's 6'2", 255-pound, state champion, all-state MVP in 2023, and two-time all-district, over 30 sacks and 50 tackles behind the line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's pretty impressive. Very disruptive. His dad played at Southern University, so the bloodline runs deep right there.
Yes, sir.
Another one, Habib Bello, another defensive tackle that we're going to talk about right here. Tell us about him, Coach.
Another big guy, 6'3", 315 pounds. Like I said, we have to beef up inside, and we're going to build from inside out, and we need those guys that are going to eat up these blocks and absorb some of the blocks, stay in those gaps. So we got to get that type of body.
Mm-hmm. No question about that. And big, he is 6'3", 315-pound nose guard. 315,
yes,
6'3", Coach.
Yes, sir. Strong. Of course, he can move again. I'm one of those big guys that can move. We just don't want big guys that can't move.
And know when to put his hand up, block the pass down. If you can't get to the quarterback, put the hand up and what have you.
Yes, sir.
I like that big time. Here is another example of that. There you go and see them move right there and makes disruptive right there with the quarterback. Look at the bull rush on that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He's strong, very strong.
Look at he pushed that away. Habib Bello, defensive tackle. Well, that's going to do it for the TV side. We're going to be coming back here in just a moment. We're going to continue with our class. For our TV viewers, we thank you so much for joining in. We've got a great class. You can go to gojagsports.com and get all the information of where it's going. What do we got right here? We got my man. Step up. What do we have? We got the ribs, and we've got steak and potatoes, sweet potatoes, and more. What do we got, Jonah?
So we call that our steak and babies. Something we're actually doing for Valentine's Day, guys. Get your reservations today. As far as February 14th, that'll be basically it's $29.95 steak, 7-ounce sirloin, and a half a rack of the ribs.
We'll catch you next week right here on the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. Welcome back, everybody. All right, we're going to continue. We're going to continue right here with more. We got some prizes to give away as well coming up here in just a moment, so stay with us. We've got more players coming up. And, Coach, we're going to continue with defense. Jeremiah Coleman, who is a linebacker, coming in. Tell us about Jeremiah Coleman.
Jeremiah Coleman's another freshman. Played both sides of the ball, played running back and linebacker. He think that playing a linebacker is a better position for him in college. About 6 foot, 215 pounds, and a great football player. Physical, can run, can tackle, and he got a nice body.
He is from Estruma High, 6 foot, 195-pound, first-team All-District defensive MVP, All-State honorable mention. Nominated for the Red Stick All-Star Game, Gridiron All-American Game, Red Stick defensive captain as well. That's a leader right there, Coach, very early on, coming out of high school.
Yes,
could be
sir.
A big leader.
Yes, sir. Another good high school kid we pick up. Okay.
And that is big, and that's what you need right there with Coleman. You want good linebackers. Linebackers are huge right there, especially this day and age. Well, you got to be able to cover the pass sometimes when you're going out. You got to obviously carry your 10-yard zone and what have you. How about defensive tackle? Another one, Austin Apaya is coming right here. Austin Apaya, tell us about him, Coach.
Another big guy. Like I said, that defensive tackle is very important for us. So we went and got a whole lot of defensive tackles. Another big guy, about 6'2", 6'3", 295, 300 pounds, that can get off the ball, explosive, strong, know how to play with his hands and his arms, and a great pickup. You got to give Coach Boo Boo Miller credit. He went out there and got these defensive tackles. He knew we needed them, and he put in the work, and he went and got most of these defensive tackles.
6'3", another big player.
Yes, sir.
290 pounds. Not big enough to where, he just stands still. He can disrupt the passing big time. Look at this bull rush here, as we've got an example of that. He breaks up that quarterback play big time. Look at that. And just
agile, very agile.
And look at his pursuit right here. Watch his pursuit when he's coming down. Look how he goes. He's just not giving up. Big sack down to the 10-yard line. That is impressive there. Also, how about we need a kicker? Nathan Zimmer comes in. Nathan Zimmer is going to be a kick and punter on this team. That is always big as well when you can have that. Nathan Zimmer, he's from Central High School, local guy, first-team all-district kicker, second-team all-state kicker, all-metro kicker, second-team all-district, junior kicker, honor student as well in 3 years. He's beta and 2-year 3.73 GPA.
Once again, Coach Ty recruit, special team guy. He identified him, brought him in from right down the street, and looking to see some big things for him.
No question about that. Building up that DBs again. We've got another defensive back coming in, Tarek Bergalia. Tell us about him.
Another kid from Carl. When you talk about building championship teams, you got to get the kids that know what it means to play in a championship environment. And as you see that, Carl is on one of those environments. He's very physical. He can run. He's big. So when you talk about the DBs that we signed, these are young DBs because our older DBs are leaving in the next couple of years. So we want to make sure that we're in good shape when those guys leave.
No question about that. And, Coach, being in this way right here, as you're watching him right here, watching him, and there he knocks it down. Just a very, very quick tackler. I mean, that's unbelievable. And he gets a turnover right there. Who's recruiting those New Orleans, and especially Edna Carr? Has Edna Carr taken over St. Aug?
Well, Edna Carr been to school down there,
Yeah.
A lot of schools down there are trying to beat Edna Carr. Warren Easton, St. Aug. Those guys have great athletes, But the thing what Carr does is they develop winners. They know what it takes to grind. They know what it takes to be champions.
I'm assuming when I said something, you had a big smile on your face. You've been known as a New Orleans recruiter. You got that guy in?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. I like that. Humble guy, isn't he? Humble guy. I like that. How about we go to Sean Robert Hamilton, another big defensive tackle coach.
From here.
Coming in right here.
Yep,
and
from
you can
here.
hear his family's in the house.
Yep, right from here.
Henry Baptiste cheering on that side, too.
Another defensive tackle, another high school kid right from here. Definitely can play, explosive, strong, and he got a lot to – his ceiling is just high. A young kid that can do so much, ceiling is just very high. About 6'1", 6'2", 300 pounds, 285 pounds, 290 pounds right now.
How about 3-time first-team All-District, 2-time Player of the Week, state champion runner-up?
Yes,
Sean
sir.
Robert Hamilton. You can't beat that.
Yes, sir.
Big defensive tackle. How about to end the deal? We got 3 more defensive tackles, Coach.
Hey.
Boy, you bringing that defensive tackle line, Coach, huh?
Hey, you got to give that credit to Coach Boo Boo Miller. He put in the work.
All right, let's do it. Jaden Jones coming in. Tell us about him.
Jaden Jones is one of those tweeners defensive tackles that very quick, very explosive, create problems at the 3-tech. You can also put him in the shade if you want to, create problems on that center. But he's one of those defensive linemen that offensive linemen would hate to see. He's very quick. He's strong. He uses hands well. And of course, he's fast.
6'2", OKC 6A high school defensive lineman of the year, JUCO All-Conference.
Yes, sir.
So this guy comes from a lot of allocates coming in to Southern University, and that's a big find from here. How did you find that guy? How did y'all find that guy?
Coach Boo Boo Miller.
There he is again. And look at him right there. This is when they're in the red zone, the offense, and the defense gets it. And then he can also block field goals.
Yes, sir. Very athletic.
And that tall, you need that guy on that defensive line to do that.
And you know, I love my defensive line last year. You know, they got it out of the mud. But the difference is we're going to have a little bit more height.
Yep, and that's key.
It's
that
very
disrupts
key.
the passing,
It's
everything.
very key.
All right, let's go to Kendrick Sims.
Kendrick Sims.
Kendrick Sims. Tell us about Kendrick Sims, Coach.
Another big defensive tackle from Pearl River Community College. About 6'1", 300 pounds. Very strong, very powerful. I think that's what we need in there, you know.
Yep.
Strength is in numbers. The more people you can get, the better.
Two-star out of high school, all-state, conference JUCO, team captain, and lead defensive lineman in tackles behind the line,
Yes,
TFLs.
sir.
That's what you want.
And that's what we specialize in.
Yeah, I mean, because we've had a lot of defensive TFLs over the last couple of years.
And they're the nation.
You have to be like that. You have to not only be able to make the tackles, but the sacks or the tackles behind the line or the running back coming or the quarterback keeper or what have you. You want to be able to do that. Here he is right here, plug in the middle, and there he is. He's fighting it off, and he's not letting go at all. This is a good angle from him here again. There's the arrow that points right to him. And right now, Coach, you've looked at your needs, and you said, I want to get defensive tackles in here, and that's exactly what you went after.
Yes, sir, exactly what we did.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defensive linemen.
Yes, sir.
With 1 defensive end and 8 defensive tackles. That's a big nose guard you got right there. Kendrick Sims, defensive tackle, ought to be a good one.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least, Sidney Humble is coming in defensive tackle. Tell us about him, Coach.
About 6'2", 285 pounds. I'm from Kilgore Community College. He's from New Orleans. Played on the championship team at Warren Easton, so he understands about winning. Very explosive, very quick. A guy you want to play at the 3-tech, create problems. You know, I love him. He can play with his arms, play with his speed.
All right, three-star out of high school, 3-time All-District JUCO, number 4 defensive tackle in the nation.
In the nation, yes, sir. Very explosive.
So your thoughts? 16 defensive players signed. Well, you had 14 defensive players signed. That was 2 special teamers. Your thoughts on your signees overall and your coaching staff of what they did?
I think first of all, let's just give the defensive staff a hand, going out there identifying
give
what
them a
we
hand,
need.
guys. Good job.
And getting it. You know, in order for us to be known as a physical defense, we got to be able to stop the run. So that's what we did. We went in and got some defensive linemen that can help us stop the run so we can play physical.
There you go. Coach, congratulations on a good defensive deal.
Thank you.
29 players signed, ladies and gentlemen, to Southern University. How about that? 29 players signed. Great job for all the coaching staff. Can't wait for the 2025 football season to start. And it'll be a fun 5 home games, 5 road games, 2 games, of course, that will be going to neutral sites. All right, we'll be back right after this. We've got prizes, and we've got more stuff to talk about. Football season ticket applications are open. Go to GoJagsSports.com. Back in a moment right here on Pelican Sports TV.
In my Louisiana, the day starts at 4 a.m. In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic.
From sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Are you interested in a college major with numerous career opportunities? Look no further than the Southern University College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences. Agriculture is more than working on a farm. Our students are gaining hands-on experience and conducting cutting-edge research in the areas of agricultural sciences, family and consumer sciences, and urban forestry and natural resources. Our students also participate in internships and travel to national conferences. Our student organizations include students from diverse backgrounds with close bonds. These organizations provide our students with leadership and personal development skills needed to help them gain employment with top industry leaders. If you're not sure what you want to major in at Southern University, I encourage you to try AG. For more information about the College of Agricultural, Family, and Consumer Sciences, visit our website at www.suagcenter.com or call 225-771-2242.
All right, welcome back, everybody, here as we continue with the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Baseball released their schedule, playing 22 home games and 2 ranked teams. Season tickets are on sale right now for $200 to the Southern University ticket office. Also, softball released schedules, playing 16 home games, 2 ranked teams as well. Football season ticket applications are open, like we mentioned. Please go for that. That is going to be huge. Also, we'd like to say that big home games on February 13th, 15th, and 17th for the men and women's basketball. So definitely get that. Save the date also for the Jagathon. That's March 28th. March 28th from the F.G. Clark Activity Center. We'll have a lot of stuff going on with that. Lady Jag is going to pull some names. This is for tickets for the big game. Southern against Texas Southern. That's the Lady Jags on a Thursday night. That's going to be a big battle with that. Let's see if Southern can get their revenge on that. Pull out our first name.
All right, just did. We've got none other than Paul Guillory. That's Paul Guillory.
Paul Guillory, congratulations. One more name out. And this is, of course, from TJ Ribbs, by the way. TJ Ribbs giving us these great tickets.
All right, we have Tammy James. That's Tammy James.
Tammy James. All right.
Is that it?
We'll be announcing more coming up for spring football. We'll announce those dates coming up soon. Next week, we'll talk basketball back here on the Overtime Show. Please join us right here from TJ Ribbs. From everybody who came out, whether you're from Lake Charles, New Iberia, the St. Mary Parish, thank you all so much. All the coaches did a great job. Thank you all so much today. Athletic Director Roman Banks, of course, Assistant AD Coach Rod doing a great job with the scheduling and helping us out with all of this. We got our great staff right here. Thank you all so much. We'll see you again next week right here on the Overtime Show with Athletic Director Roman Banks. A closer look at Jaguar Athletics. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.